Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, if you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos, some of the videos in the All-Star as well too, and priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments you get priority reply. No instant, that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more, so here's where you're gonna get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon.
You know what it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellas Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Man, here, man. 122 pounds and 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
Hey, qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
Shout out to my friends from Goodfellas TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
All right, man, we here. Let's talk about what happened last night. Also, Spence initiated some Twitter beef with Terrence Crawford. Talk about that. But we had quite a few fights last night, so make sure you thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notification. Appreciate Corey Palmer for becoming a member. You can become a member too by hitting the join button. All right, hit the join button. Take all the memberships we got. Yep. There should be a Discord link in that community tab. If it don't work, just hit me up and I send the Discord link no matter which one what tier you join. Had a good live last night, this morning as well too. So we double dipping, full text salute. So what's good today has been, but I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. As am I. I am. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. I get up in the morning too. Mark Nash, what's going on? Atlanta in the house. Y'all go subscribe to the brother Mark Nash channel, real good channel. If you like mine, you like his. Skating with Calhoun, all that Shakur got pillow hands rhetoric they were saying has disappeared for some odd reason. Why these dudes go ghost. They got on my helmet when Gary Russell lost to Mark, and I gave Mark credit. Well, he only lost to Gary because he only had one arm, but hey, Bud and Crawford having Twitter wars. Big G salute. He says Mark Nash, just smash the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So real quick, talk about Keyshawn Davis and Liam Smith. They both fought last night and both were successful last night. Liam Smith actually stopped Jesse Vargas via TKO. This was Vargas' first time at the full weight of 154 pounds. And yes, Jesse Vargas, that was 140 pounders. Yes, Jesse Vargas talking a lot of shit leading up to this fight. And he got punished. And if he was in there versus any legit top 10, 154 pounder, he would have been buried up under the canvas. Right? He would have been literally buried up under the canvas. And Liam Smith, I don't even know how old Liam Smith is. He looked like he's 50 with that hair. But Liam Smith in there with a lot of good fighters. Canelo Alvarez naming one. He's the older brother of Callum Smith, the one that lost to Canelo Alvarez. So he only 33 years old. That motherfucker look, this hair, how that go. He's fought Magnum Kamranabev and whoever the hell that is. He's fought Sam Agneton. He lost to Jaime Guia, unanimous decision. Bill Williams twice. So he's held a belt at 154 pounds. So I think for him, if you want to, continue to build his legacy, I think 160 pounds, he should go up there and get a belt, especially if Charlo, he might can beat Charlo while we bullshitting. The way he looked versus Monty Hill. So I think he got a good opportunity to go, Charlo move up, Triple G move up. Murata left. It's a good opportunity for him to go up there and get another belt. So, what you got to realize too, Mike, Jesse Vargas was coming off a loss to Mikey Garcia, squeezing down to 147 pounds, 150 pounds. He fought Herberto Soto. Yes, that Herberto Soto, old ass Herberto Soto. So, I mean, like I said before, Vargas is a 140 pounder who honestly got a great resume. He's fought Mikey Garcia. He's fought Adrian Broner to a draw. Was there for that fight. Liam Smith, Thomas Delorme draw. Adrian Broner draw. Manny Pacquiao went the distance. He knocked out Saddam Ali for the vacant WBO belt. He was supposed to fight Kell Brook. That didn't happen. Fought Tim Bradley. Lost. Beat Antonio DeMarco. Fought the Khabib dude that Adrian Broner, I think, fought. He beat Wale Amatoso, who just knocked out Curtis Stevenson not too long ago. Beat my Detroit brother Leonardo Tyner, beat Stevie Forbes, beat Vivian Harris. So, and Vivian Harris probably was past his prime too, and Stevie Forbes as well too. So, I mean, honestly, he got a really solid resume, but he's a 140 pounder. Going up to 54, some things change, and he was a big 140 pounder, by the way. He was 5'11", 71-inch arms, but that don't make you a 154 pounder. It's the actual mass, and coming from 47, when you putting 8 ounces on, going up to 10. Liam Smith is a career 154 pounder, and he got stopped. And you can see that from around the 4th or 5th round, he just kept bagging up. And now people saying Jesse Vargas probably need to think about retiring. I mean, like I said, if he can't make 54, he can't make a living at I can't make 47. He can't make a living at 54. So that might just be the case. So, shout out to Liam Smith. If I'm Liam Smith, I'm making my way up to 100, and I'm making my way up to 160 pounds, especially if Triple G vacates the spot. I'm moving up to 160 pounds. Last night, Keyshawn Davis was the co-feature, and I like what Top Rank doing with their co-feature as far as you're not getting an Easter Cruz versus Gamboa, right? You're not getting no bullshit co-feature like Laura versus Gary Spike O'Sullivan. What they're doing is saying, you know what? We don't want to financially support a co-feature. We don't want to financially support an undercard. We're gonna, put prospects on there. We're gonna be cheap but smart. We're gonna put prospects and rising stars on the main card. We're gonna make the main card short, sweet, and simple. We're gonna let these fans see these kids grow up, and that's how you should do it. If you're not gonna put together a respectable undercard for the fans, I think the smart thing to do is fill it with prospects. You know what I'm saying? Fill it with prospects. Fill it with your guys that you feel will be the shining stars for the future to come. That's what they should do. Oh, I like what they're doing. Nobody want to see, 212-pound fighters going at it. At least you get at least this gonna pay dividends. At least this gonna have interest. Because people are gonna get to see Keyshawn Davis on free TV. Nico Ali Wash had a great win yesterday. He looked a lot better with his movement. People always gonna be critical of Nico Ali Wash. It just comes with the name. Oh, he's not really Ali. He's not this, and he see this, that. Man, he don't owe nothing to nobody. If they say he Ali, and that's Ali's daughter, so that is what it is. He looked good last night. I'm not gonna root against him. That's some black people shit. Oh, you're not black enough. Look, man, he got a black girlfriend. A lot of these niggas around here preaching black boxing power ain't never dated a black woman. When they did, they got ran all over. He educated. He about to graduate UNLV. I don't think it's no issue with getting behind him. I don't care if he biracial, whatever. All black Americans are mixed with something. Nobody is pure unless you come from the motherland. Your generations came from the motherland. So last night he took on somebody from Mexico. I think he was from Southern California. That was 18-0. 18-1, excuse me. I don't know what's going on here. 18-1. And he propelled. He got the stoppage in the 6th round. You didn't have to wait around. Well, they did, kind of string it together. But one thing I like about Keyshawn Davis is he kind of remind me of Tim Tszyu a little bit as far as he don't waste no energy. He patient. You know, he don't say, well, I'm fast and I'm powerful and I'm gonna go out there and show you. He gonna be very patient. I heard him say that, he don't want to move too quick. He want to move right. He ain't really rushing to get a title fight. He said he ain't rushing to call chase off none of the champion's name. He want to be built up the right way, and he fight that way. He fight very patient, very calculated, very controlled. And he loses explosion in spurts. He kind of reminds you a little bit of Shakur Stevenson, but he got naturally heavy hands. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he training with Bomac and them, and like I said before, he very patient. He not wasting no movement, no young, puppy type energy stuff. He looked like a veteran in there. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a true vet in there, and it's gonna be, interesting to see how far the kid can go. But I think he can go far. I've been hearing about him for years. Technical, athletic, you know what I'm saying? So, his game built for the pro game. Look at how he throw body shots, look how he's stopping guys. So, having a silver medal and still having a pro style, be nice if you would have got the gold. But Andy Cruz is good, and Andy Cruz, will be coming over to the, to the professional rank. So, Cuba gonna start letting their fighters fight. So, good fight for him last night. Like I said, he got great pedigree around him. Bud, Shakur Stevenson, the whole nine, great pedigree. But like I said, Keyshawn Davis is one to watch. Frank Martin is one to watch. Williams Zepeda is one to watch at 135 pounds. So we got a lot of killers there. Shout out to Mark. Appreciate you in the Cash App, man. Shout out to Mark. Appreciate the love.
Money.
So I appreciate you. So I mean, yeah, that's it. And then, obviously we had the Katie Taylor Serrano fight. I thought to the naked eye Serrano won, but I didn't score it. But her not utilizing her jab like she did here, that was her own undoing. She should have been utilizing the jab. She is walking Katie Taylor down, and she was trying to punch with Katie Taylor, which she was having success, but overall, Katie Taylor ended up getting her second win, and pretty much that's all she wrote. So, Johnson, salute. Ty, what's going on? He said, share the show with the neighbor on my community tab. Appreciate it. At 26 watches, 7 likes. Let's get them up. He said, Ty, what up, bro? Frotex, what up? He said, what's up, Nash? Shakur claims if he was Canelo's way, he would beat him. What you think? Too premature. See how his career go out. But Canelo gonna hit you. So see if he can take a punch. He said, Frotex, salute. He say, one thought he's supposed to say that. Smash the like button. I want to say Ali Watts looked good. He beat 18-1 fighter. That impressive to me. That was Keyshawn Davis. I think his fighter was like 8-1. Yeah, I think the guy he fought was 8-1 last night. 7-1, my bad. Alejandro Ibarra. He was 7-1. Still impressive. He looked good last night. And that guy he fought actually weighed in more than him. So, but back to Katie Taylor, man, Serrano, that was an electric fight. Shout out to them. They had an amazing fight last night, and Serrano seemed to be the heavier-handed fighter. If she just would have used her jab, she probably would have got her out of there. So you're talking about 3-minute rounds, 4-minute rounds, 20-minute rounds. They, that 6 rounds seemed like that was a 3-minute round, just how long it lasted. But she didn't use her jab. She should have been using the jab, building on it, double jab, triple jab, power jab, popping jab. And she didn't use the jab enough. And ultimately that enabled her not to double up, not to put shots together the way she should have been putting shots together. And that enabled Katie Taylor to get a second win. And when Katie Taylor got her second win, it just looked like she was a notch above Serrano. Looked like Serrano got tired, bro. And she couldn't keep up with Katie Taylor's output. So, like I said, still, she, feel like she won, 3 out of the first 5. Like she won 6. You can make a case to say, 6 was a 10-8 round. I mean, you can make that case. And you can make the case that she won 7. So that's 5 rounds right there, not including the 10-8. Just saying you could. That's 5 rounds right there. So I thought a draw was kind of more fitting to the naked eye. Like I said, I didn't score the fight. But that was a great fight for something that you want to showcase and something that you want to put something on the map. You need that type of performance. Now, with a knockout been, with a knockout been, even better, yeah. But she left a knockout in there. Ricky, salute. Michael Kirksey, salute. Sean, what's going on? He said, shout out to Keyshawn Davis. He's trying to put Norfolk back on the map. I can see him packing up the Norfolk scope like Pramel used to do. Shout out to Norfolk, Virginia. He said, I keep seeing new people typing in the chat, salute, and what's up, but the likes ain't going up. Yeah, get them likes up. Keyshawn got next. Yep. He said that again. Shawty nice. Gunseeker Zach, what it do, man? Desmond Ritter. He said, not without no power. Who? Who you talking about? Got power? Because Shakira got to close. Yeah. He said 7-1. Yeah, 7-1. He said, oh, you're right. I mean, Davis, that's my mistake. Sumter, salute. Appreciate Mark Nash in the super chat. Match my donation to support the show. Appreciate you, bro. Support also here. Venmo CJ Good 313. Don't forget you can listen to the replay 9 a.m. tomorrow morning on Anchor or Spotify. Hit my link in the description. Also pinned in the live chat. You can find it there. Serrano lost the championship rounds clear. Yeah, but all rounds are created equally. So, I thought she won like at least 3 of the first 5 minimum. She won the 6. That's 4. And then she also won the 7th. In my opinion, from my memory, that's 5 rounds right there. So I think in my mind, and she probably might have won like 8 or 9 too. I'm just saying. So I'm not sure. So, but for sure, I felt that she won like at least 5 rounds. Just looking at it, I didn't score it. So, but she lost the back end rounds, and it seemed like she was tearing Katie, like she dominated the earlier rounds too on Katie Taylor. But like I said before, it was an Eddie Hearn event. So she already, even though she in New York City, you're already down 2 or 3 points. Because 97-94 was criminal. I rock with her, man. I want to see the rematch. Yep. Should. She got more power. She should have knocked her out. Katie Taylor has been footwork were the difference. I mean, not early on. She was getting her ass whooped early on. It wasn't even down the stretch. It's just like Serrano couldn't keep up with her output. Her output was more significant than her footwork and hand speed. Her output, just her ability to work through the body work, her ability to work through the fatigue. I think her resistance, her resilience. I think that's what broke Serrano down at the end. Her condition, her resilience. She fought through a lot of work. She could have easily milled it in and went in the back and picked up her check. She didn't. And then she got her second win. And Amanda Serrano, she couldn't go to that gear that she had. And that was the difference because the hand speed was the best in the beginning, and Serrano was dealing with it. She was handling her pretty well, beating her up, busting her up. But Serrano, she for sure, until I think the last round, she ended up did get cut the last round. I'm not sure if it was from a punch trying to show it, but she inflicted more pain on Katie Taylor. Looking at that fight, I'd rather have been Katie Taylor. I'd rather been Amanda Serrano than Katie Taylor. And Serrano was the smaller woman moving up, and she was inflicting pain. She was hurting Katie Taylor. I don't think she hurt Amanda Serrano. She was hurting Katie Taylor. She was hurting her. He said Taylor Serrano was a draw. I can see that, Smeeze. He said a 5th round could have called a 10-8. It was a 5th, my bad. You're right. He said the way she hurt Taylor, hurt Taylor, I think it was a draw. Serrano won by points. That's what it looked like to the naked eye. Desmond, pretty good. I'm not even mad. I'm not a fan. I'll just tell you that right now. Not a fan. Shakira, no power, would beat Canelo if they was the same power. No power. I mean, at the end of the day, what's no power? How y'all saying that the dude ain't got no power, bro? He should have stopped Oscar Valdez. It wasn't a lack of power. It was a lack of throwing 3, 4, 5 punch combinations. That's what it was a lack of. It was lack of combination punches, but we'll get there. We got a bunch of folks out here in DeKalb County. That's where you from. He says, man, that dude, man, I just ain't. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna just keep my opinion to myself. Taylor should have boxed the entire fight. She was trying to trade. No, she wasn't. She was trying to box. She got dragged into trading because she couldn't get away from Serrano. Serrano was cutting the ring off with her without a jab, So they was telling her to stand there and trade because moving wouldn't work because she was getting whooped on while she was moving. But the second half of that fight, when she started like moving again towards the back end, Serrano got tired, bro. She just couldn't keep up with that pace. I thought she won the 10th, Serrano. No, she lost 7, 8, 9 clearly. So there we go. I think I was talking about the fifth. I think I was talking about the 5th and the 6th. Valdez thought different. He said Shakur Stevenson has 47% of power shots last night. It was just let his hands go more. He would have stopped Valdez, chose to beat him up instead. Yeah, he should have threw combinations. You can't just stop everybody with a 1-2 to the 2 to the head, 2 to the body. Should have came back with a right hook. What's up, Easy Salute? Man, that was a good scrap, but a robbery is an overstatement. Man, I don't know how I swore it. What, 97, 94? Nah. Katie Taylor got an orange chin and took beat shots. Got 50 off Katie Taylor last night. I put my money on Katie Taylor again. I put my money on Serrano. I think Serrano stopped her if she used a jab. Nash, I thought 7 was Serrano round. Gotta watch it again. Said Serrano, he got a link right here. Serrano took her foot off the gas, which he surely did. I think she got tired. The woman fight was the best of the night. By far, Ruben. By far. Katie Taylor and Serrano was by far the best of the night. Shakur's power is just his style and personality. He's not a finisher. He said Shakur should size up. Man, them niggas ain't fighting no time soon. I ain't gonna entertain that shine. You know that. No, I'm just saying Falcons drafted some people from the Cobb. Okay. Second fight, Serrano gonna dominate. She should get the stoppage. Well, no, Katie Taylor took her best shot too. So, but maybe Serrano grow back into the weight. It's great. They make for a trilogy. But Taylor definitely, she impressed me with her grit, her resiliency, her determination. That's what I was impressed with. I seen her fight. I seen the footwork. I seen the hand speed, but Serrano just seemed to be the bigger, stronger human being in there. But that didn't really matter in 7, 8, 9, 10. She started to fade. So, 3-minute round where she had got Katie Taylor out of there, I'm not sure. She just wasn't doing what she needed to do to get her out of there. It's jab. And when she didn't jab, it couldn't hold Katie Taylor in place to double up on some of them body shots and finish to the head. Her game plan shouldn't involve a jab next time. And that'll hold Katie Taylor in place a little bit, and that'll stop all them combinations from coming because she have a jab in her face. Yeah, Stevenson won, but did he have a breakout performance in your opinion to be listed as a superstar? No, it wasn't. To me, it wasn't that type of fight. You talking about like Canelo, Joshua, you know what I'm saying? Wilder, you know what I'm saying? You talking about those probably like the only real superstars in the sport that I could think of. So I don't think he had the opponent. And I don't even think Lomachenko was that type of opponent. It's hard to be a superstar below 147 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for the smaller weight classes, that's why you got to rise through them and get to 47 and make your head. You can't be no superstar fighting at 130, 120. Not in America, 122, 116, 118. Nobody care about that shit. 130, 126, 122, 135. 35 used to be a great division, but nobody care about those small ass weight divisions. So at the end of the day, if that a breakout performance, he did what he supposed to do. He was a negative 400. He was as high as negative 800 last night in the ESPN show. So, like I said before, he just didn't have the opponent, bro, and he ain't at the weight class. And if he is gonna remain at some of the weight classes, man, it's gonna be like Tank. It's gonna be Haney. It's gonna be, I can't even say Lomachenko because Lomachenko don't do no damn numbers for real. So, I mean, like I said before, the atmosphere was great. I mean, like Andre Ward pointed out, Oscar Valdez ain't never did those type of numbers without Shakur Stevenson. So it's a give and take situation. But everybody knew that was gonna happen. So, like I said before, how can you transition to a superstar at 130 and you was a big favorite? It's what you're supposed to do. You're bigger than them. You're more physical than them. And then, and going for undisputed, that's cool. It's some risk involved here because Kenichi Ogawa can punch. But Roger Gutierrez and Luis Hector Garcia, I'm not sure that can happen. But I just don't think he had the weight class to be a superstar, in my opinion. I just don't think he had the proper weight class to do so. So he's just gonna have to build his name, running through weight classes, winning belts, unifying belts, and all that type of stuff. Now, I'm talking about people that, kind of critical and downplay what he did yesterday. Well, you can't downplay it if you said it's going to be competitive. You can't downplay it if you said Oscar Valdez is going to win. And I don't care if it's heritage pride or not, or not. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the Mexicans got their big win versus Lubin with Fondor, and we closed the month out with beating their ass. So at the end of the day, we pretty much even in the month of April. Okay? Y'all won the beginning of the month. We won the end of the month. So we all knew this was gonna happen. We, with Lubin, we was playing with house money. Had we whooped y'all with Lubin, we would have dominated y'all for the month. So, like I said before, people continue to say what they want to say about Shakur Stevenson, but one thing you did, Valdez didn't have too many moments in that fight at all. And Valdez was the one that was trying to throw desperation shots. He was the one that he didn't want to open up. He didn't want to open up last night, and when he did, it was towards the end of the round because he was getting systematically broke down. And Shakur Stevenson want to be that superstar. He got to learn to talk better shit, and he got to learn to do something other than a 1-2, an occasional uppercut. He got to throw a 1-2, finish with a hard right hook, come back with a hard left hand. You gotta throw 3, 4, 5 punches. That's just the type of fighter he is. And, at the end of the day, he just played with Oscar Valdez. He played with him, and he probably go out there and dominate, even, by stopping. These are dudes get knocked out playing with their food. But like I said, he ain't got that mentality. Great fighter. But, thinking about somebody come from Jersey, you would think they would, especially Newark, you probably think they would be a cold-blooded finisher. That's what you would think, but regions don't build. Sometimes regions don't build that type of character in boxing. And Shakur Stevenson know what he is. He's a boxer. He's a boxer who can counter punch, counter boxer. He can lead. He can score. He can use his feet. He got great understanding of balance. Distance, range. How to move forward, how to move backwards, and like I said before, I think Henry said this last night. He's just, until he fight at a bigger weight class, you probably won't see the best of him because he's getting habits fighting these smaller guys that's not no threat. Look where he holding his hands at when he pushing Valdez. You know what I'm saying? And I was hearing people saying, well, he don't move his head off the line. Well, you don't have to move your head to be defensively. I know that kind of sound hypocritical in boxing, but some people got the belief where they move their feet, to get their head off the line. Errol Spence does that. I mean, defense is just more than move your head, because sometimes if you move your head and you over exaggerate one way, you're just in that much trouble. So some people believe keep your head, on that line and move your head, occasionally, but using the feet to get your head off the line. So, I mean, like I said before, maybe he can adopt the head moving mentality when he have to, because, we have really never seen Gary Russell, be as slick as he was when he fought Mike Mayaxo, when his arm was compromised. He became cat-like quick, very slick, hard to hit. So I think when Shakur Stevenson need to move his head, I'm pretty sure that's in his repertoire. And I'm pretty sure once you start to see him move up in weight, you're gonna start to see, him tighten some of this stuff up because he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to tighten this shit up. You know what I'm saying? But he can do this because he fighting little guys that pose no real risk. Serrano couldn't land a punch until round 3. What was you watching? What the fuck was you watching? He said, I agree, 97, 93 was a bad scorecard, but overall it was a close fight. Could have went either way. I agree. Last night it was a great night for fans. Said Serrano up to weight classes to fight this girl, to give a fight to Taylor the way she did was good. Good. The rematch Serrano would be better and less tired. I think he meant, my opinion, it might KO Taylor. Now, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I could be wrong. Katie Taylor beating her again, Gunziger. No, she not. I mean, she might. I think she can stop if Serrano use a jab. Shout out to women's boxing though. Zach Smee say, what about Discern Cruz chick? She was throwing bombs. Yeah, I missed that fight. That's my shout out to her. Said Eddie didn't sound like he wants to rematch. He said before she retires, or maybe in Ireland. Like I said, that's how they do. The British, they get one big win and they want to run back over to their country. But it's fine. Because that was some controversial shit last night. And I already told you, Eddie Hearn was gonna have that shit fixed up. Calhoun can't wait. Brody Katie do got some good footwork. That footwork didn't matter until Serrano got tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, in the beginning, man, she was tearing that girl up. Said Andre fight delayed. He got a shoulder injury. What's new? Tell me something good. Tell me that you love me, girl. Oh my God, Andrade's not fighting that. It's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? That nigga always got something going on, dog. Always. That motherfucker, he always got something going on. It's Marvin Gaye. Hold on. This dude always got something going on. Demetrius Andrade suffered right shoulder injury. His May 21st fight versus Zach Parker in the UK is postponed, source tell ESPN. The middleweight title was set for a super middleweight debut. MRI will determine the surgery required. Man, dude, Andrade just might, if surgery required, Andrade might just want to retire, bro. It might just be that type of party. It ain't meant to be. My son Keyshawn is the future Secure. No, and Bud, son is nasty. Shout out to Derek James. Andrade fights I read. He said, can we stop the Jake Paul hate now? I mean, this guy doing good, but Katie Taylor obliterated his ass. Katie Taylor obliterated him. Hold on. Katie Taylor obliterated him. Let me see if I can find this. Katie Taylor obliterated him, dog. So Ryan Garcia said he coming back July 16th. So he gonna be active. So she obliterated Jake Paul. Hold on, if I can find this. What she said. So they said Katie Taylor and Rano Serrano sold out 19,187 attendance. So that's cool. What the gate looking like though? So I'm trying to see when she said something. That shit going long as hell, but she blasted Jake Paul. So she blasted him. So she said, as far as Jake Paul, this isn't a game. This is actually a real fight. He's never been involved in a fight like this, and he never will be involved in a fight like this. So this is whatever she said. He said, Katie, I appreciate you thanking me for making this fight happen at a level Eddie Hearn never could. But the only thing is real is your team, and Eddie talk a lot of ish, but can't back it up. Respect on your legacy, but Serrano is the greatest female fighter of all time in the new, which obviously did not happen. So, and I thought she won to the naked eye. Yeah, 45 watch, hit the like button, hit that like button. He said everyone forgetting Shakur is only 24. He's won in two-weight divisions already. He's gonna whoop out the 30 and get those belts. There ain't no point to get those belts, bro. Which is honestly, bro. But I understand it. But Gutierrez got to fight Hector Luis Garcia, and if PBC get that belt, he ain't gonna be unified. So Kenichi Guava work. I think he on the zone. Not sure if he tied there, so it'll be interesting. That's the most dangerous fight out there for him because that kid can crack. Valdez did not use the jab either, but he did triple up a right hand on Shakur. Shakur didn't expect it, but he ate it. Big dog. He said factually, may look real easy, Greg. What's up, Greg? He said Calhoun said, but Shakur got to keep his hands up more. The left hook is there, but it's easy. Easier said than done. He defended the left hook good. He took that left hook away. But he gave up the right hand sometime. And that was to a bare minimum. So but it is what it is, man. But let's go.
All right. Let's go.
All right. So Alan say low-key Haney might do the same thing. It's not that fighters are ducking the stick and movers. I just think they know it's frustrating. Serrano took her foot off the gas. I think she got tired. This is my opinion. Serrano's going to have better stamina in the second fight. Eric say, man, Crawford is coming hard as Spence. Seems like it's starting to get personal. That's how you build a fight. It's true. Watch it again. She ain't that cute to be defending. Katie boxed her. Man, okay, whatever. You got your opinion. I got mine. Damn, boo-boo hurt. Yep. Ain't that convenient? Brock, keep playing Ryan Garcia in the Gatorade commercial telling Damian Lillard to hydrate well. Yep. He the most famous boxer in America. Ryan Garcia's proven that you don't have to be the best fighter in the world to get big endorsements. Nope. He said, yeah, it might be over for Andrade. Yep. Shakur needs to learn not to play with his food. That's just the mentality. You can't really change that. You can't make nobody a finisher. You can coach how you can finish, but some people just get comfortable and they like to be in their comfort zone, and that's Shakur Stevenson. Now, apparently, some people trying to discredit Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to go ahead and assume that the majority of those people are Mexican, but you knew it was going to happen. This dude opened up a negative 400. It's the reason why Valdez didn't want to fight him at 26. And he was forced into this fight. So yeah, that don't really surprise me that much, But he did take the fight, unlike some other guys in boxing who run from years, who would rather lose to somebody else, who would rather retire, move up, move out, get up and get something, or whatever they're doing out there. Some guys that wouldn't even have stepped in the ring knowing they didn't have no chance. So, but down at the lower weight classes, you don't have too many other options to make this type of money and fight in front of that type of atmosphere. When else that Oscar Valdez is going to be in Vegas as a premier fight in the ring with somebody else, or you want to go around and lose to Tevin Farmer, Mickey Bay, you want to lose to Hector Luis Garcia for not that much money. You want to lose to Jamel Herring or Miguel Berchedner. You never know. So, when you down at 130 and 126, these opportunities don't come that often. So, if this was 47, he probably would have had an alternate route. He could have fought Keith Thurman, could have fought Danny Garcia, but at 130, it's nothing else. When Colbert lost, that took the biggest money fight available for the winner of this fight, and also it's just going to pick up peanuts at this point. That's all it is. You got the lineal belt, you got 2 belts. You're just doing it to say you was probably the first 100 super featherweight, 130-pound undisputed fighter, and that's nothing wrong with that. But he should have both of them belts by the time December roll around, honestly. But then politics gonna get in the middle of it, So especially if Hector Luis Garcia beat Roger Gutierrez, Al Heyman gonna stop undisputed, But then again, if it's enough money for Hector, it's enough money for Al. They'd probably don't mind sending him over to over to Top Rank, or they make an offer for Shakur to fight over at a Showtime or PBC fight. I don't know. But like I said before, people are gonna continue to criticize Shakur Stevenson. Whatever he do, it is what it is. Of course, the Mexicans won't gonna leave and become fans of you. Even if you did them super duper dirty, you super duper violated him. That just wasn't gonna happen. So that's just something that at the end of the day, you want to make your fans, you want to make their fans your fans, but it's not always gonna happen. And Oscar Valdez didn't really put his foot on the gas neither. Had he did, he would have been put to sleep. He know he didn't have no choice, no chance in this fight. And that was the messed up thing about it. You can't be a superstar and you fighting, and you use a negative 800 walking into that ring. Don't work that way. Great competitive fights where you overcome controversy. And Shakur Stevenson has won 2 belts in 2 different weight classes, and what controversy has he overcome? And I'm not being negative because I love the kid, love the way he fight, but what boxes has he checked? He can box, he can go 12 rounds, he can go 10, he can go 8. He great condition, he disciplined, but can he take a shot? Can he win a dog fight? If somebody really press him and make him fight in the phone booth, can he fight? Can he beat bigger guys? Can he outfox? Can he out quick? So when he started fighting guys his size or bigger, not even just the talent, because nobody, around boxing just got the talent that he got. You talking about maybe Jerron Ennis and, maybe a couple other fighters coming up got the talent he got. So he got the talent, but what happened when he fight bigger fighters? What happened when he hitting the guys who rehydrate just as much as he do or higher than he do? That's gonna be the real question. It was the same thing about Adrian Broner. When Adrian Broner moved up and fought bigger guys, it was some trouble.
Oh, it's holiday season, nigga.
I mean to hit that one, but it was trouble. It was big trouble for him, man. So when he moved up, here we go.
Someone call 911.
So when he moved up, that was the thing about Adrian Broner. This pro boxer told me one time, he said it's gonna be we ain't gonna know about Adrian Broner until he move up to 147 pounds and start fighting guys his own size. And you see what happened. The gap closed, and his career was never the same. So, I'm not saying he Adrian Broner, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing per se, but at the end of the day, when Shakur started fighting dudes his own size, because he ain't gonna find too many dudes who's the actual and the natural talent he is, it's gonna be interesting. When he start fighting, that's what really make you pound for pound. When you move up and you fight bigger guys and you beat them, that's the most impressive. That's the most impressive thing. That is the most impressive thing. And that's why pound for pound, that's why they make it so important. When you move up and you fight bigger guys, bro, and you beat bigger guys, that's impressive. When you beating guys you bigger than, it's kind of what you supposed to do. No, you beating your guys your own size, oh, that's cool. But that's cool. But like I said before, it's gonna be very interesting when he start fighting guys his own size, how he go to another level and what's the strategy? You know what I'm saying? What's the strategy gonna be? Floyd, his strategy was when Floyd and Crawford moved up, they chose to take a more aggressive approach. They chose to sit on their shots more. You got some guys that beat guys with speed. That's the one thing you move up, fight bigger guys, you're supposed to be faster than them naturally. So it's gonna be, the question's not gonna be answered really until you probably get to 47 pounds, So there's some tough fights down there for him at 30 pounds, possibly a man Navarrete, and Navarrete one of the fighters where he gonna make Shakur Stevenson knock him out, or he gonna knock Shakur Stevenson out. And that's the beauty of that fight. That's the beauty in that fight. So he gonna bring the best out of Shakur. Lomachenko, talk about that in the morning. But the majority of these other fights is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting for the kid because when he fight guys bigger, I think, you ain't gonna never, if he looking for credit from heels, he looking for credit from boxing fans, he just on that list with Bud and Mayweather. He ain't gonna get no credit. That's how you know you're really good. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, but you ain't gonna get no credit. You ain't gonna get no credit until you do it. He said Navarrete not beating him. I ain't too sure about that. I'm not too sure about that. I favor Shakur Stevenson, but I'm not too sure about that. That motherfucker he just as big as Shakur Stevenson. So that's an interesting fight. He the type of fighter that's gonna make Shakur Stevenson bring the best out of him. He gonna have to fight him. I'm telling you that right now. He ain't gonna be able to 1-2 him all night. No, that dude gonna try to knock Shakur Stevenson out. So Shakur gonna be forced to knock him out. That ain't no easy fight for him. That dude is like 5'7" with a 72-inch reach, dude. So so he ain't no Oscar Valdez. He gonna come to fight. He can come to knock Shakur Stevenson's head off his shoulders. That's the difference. He ain't gonna sit there and take that type of ass whooping. He gonna fight Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson gonna have to put him down. Because you leave somebody like that around, he dangerous. He very, very dangerous. You leave somebody like that, just hanging around in the fight, he dangerous, bro. He a big guy too, bro. He said Ryan Garcia, okay, I read it down. He said, yeah, might be over for Andrade. Shakur need to learn how not to play with food. Shakur admitted after the fight that he wasn't expecting Oscar to come straight right. Expecting Oscar straight right. I've seen that he keeps suffering injuries and postponing fights. He said, for sure, Valdez kept banging his gloves together out of frustration. Andre Ward said he needs to stop hitting his gloves together and hit Shakur. That shit was funny. I sent you a link. Drop the link bio. Huh? Oh, the link bio? You talking about the link tree? It'll come back up. I thought you wanted the link. It says Secure Ring Magazine Champ 2. I think Unify 8 Ring Magazine. He said, I want to see the guy at 135, the one that Oscar have. We talking about William Cepeda. Yeah, it's a good fight. A good fight. Probably, see if they get him a title. I remember Carcino saying Shakur is not disciplined being the reason he had to move up to 130. Carcino knows his box, but I totally disagree with that. He's just too big to make 126. Too big. Look at him. I mean, he wasn't going to be there long at all. So I don't think it got nothing to do with discipline. I mean, he might. He very might be, but I think he was just too big to be there regardless. He said, I swear, this white side from Ohio who boxed in the amateurs told me that Broner on a military deployment in 2011, he said, you can see the physics match Broner, he will quit. Well, he ain't quit, but he lost. He said, white dude. He lost. He said, Spence ain't moving up yet, at least Secure moving. I mean, it is what it is. He got no choice. He can't make 126. How big that kid is. He was just there to grab a belt and get the hell on. Every, sometimes you squeeze down so small so you can just, if you can make a weight, you go ahead and squeeze and make it so you can add to your credentials. Oscar De La Hoya did it. Wasn't De La Hoya fighting at like 130, 126 or some shit like that? Hold on. At De La Hoya like a 5-time world champion or world title. Well, they were champions back then, in my opinion, but yeah, he started off at 133 pounds. So yeah, 135. Hold on. Yeah, about 135. He floating around the featherweight division for a minute. He got the WBO title at 130. So yeah, he won the featherweight title at 130. So yeah, he went 30, 35, 40, 47 for years. So yeah, you squeeze down there. You get the belt so you can just call, so you can say, well, I won a title in this, that, and the third situation. He said, Mark, what up? He said, he said 68-inch arms is not long enough, but he's a master of different sparring. He does what Bud will help him in the future. Well, that's average for welterweight. It really ain't no real, and he's still growing, so that's average. Broner seems small at 47 in my opinion. I mean, he's smaller than Floyd. Yeah, true. Navarrete not beating him. He said, Fast Navarrete is no damn. That's gonna be tough. You gotta knock that motherfucker out. You see how big he is right now. If I can find that picture, Navarrete got bailed out with knockdown versus Ruben Villa. People could say, well, Shakur Stevenson stunk it up versus that African kid that just knocked out old boy. So I mean, at the end of the day, we can go tit for tat because when he fought Tuka Khan too, that shit was terrible. When Shakur Stevenson fought Tuka Khan, I tried to watch that fight. Man, I either went to sleep or turned the channel. So I tried to watch that shit. Navarrete, man, he had stopped Valdez. That would have been way worse fight for Valdez last night. Valdez would have got injured. Way worse. Now he might have got a knockdown. All right, for sure. Oscar was aggressive and came to fight. He landed more than anyone has on Shakur. I mean, yeah, it is. That just lets you know that he really, he really had a, different place. So he really, when he fight elite fighters, that's number gonna rise up for sure. He said his best win is dog bag. He hasn't done nothing shit. He beat Joet Gonzalez, but the guy's a punching bag. Well, Joet went the distance with Shakur Stevenson too. So we can go tit for tat. Shakur Stevenson, his best win is Oscar Valdez, and that ain't really saying much neither. You just see Oscar Valdez was a negative 800 walking into the ring. So, I mean, you can go tit for tat with that all day. Neither one of them ain't fought. Ain't nobody down there to fight. Josh Warrington not stepping in the ring. Gary Russell won welterweight money. Leo not stepping into the ring. Chris Colbert just lost. So, I mean, who you want them to fight? Other than each other? Ain't nobody that's there. Brick City, Jersey, salute. He said, support the channel, Venmo, CJ Good, 313. Navarrete and Jeremiah will be a good fight. Yeah, that kid big, though, bro. He can punch. Strong as shit. 6, my bad, 6. Oscar won. De La Hoya was small for when he went up to 160. Now Nicotina and Navarrete better at 130. Nah, him and Navarrete and Shakur Stevenson is better at 130. You crazy as hell. Beat the dog walking shit out of Nicotina. He might get hurt in that fight. Nicotina could punch, but you know what? he ain't gonna go into safe mode. He gonna fight Nicotina. He gonna get knocked out or die trying to get the knockout. They thought Nicotina would be a two, but Chet just, he front foot heavy. So like I said before, Navarrete and Shakur is the best fight to make for Navarrete. For Shakur. Is he ready for Lomachenko? Once you get him for fighting Lomachenko, nothing. Nothing. No belt, no rice, no what do you say? No rice, no steak. He said, I ain't gonna be playing for a little basketball game. He said, hey, let me get five. He said they should have given Valdez the win for being Shakur hand with his face. Well, here you go.
I don't give a fuck.
So that's interesting, bro. Like I said before, only time will tell. Shakur, 24 years old, two-time 2-weight division champion, unified champion, Ring Magazine champion. It's great. That's great. That's what a silver medal will do for you. Imagine what a gold would have done for him. That motherfucker probably be unified in 2 divisions. Ring Magazine in 2 divisions. So that medal still means something. It still means something. He a bad boy. He gonna be tough to beat. Say Canelo was mad as hell. Well, they already knew what was gonna be the deal. Can't teach nobody to pick up their feet. Can't teach nobody to deal with that. That's something they should have been matching him with years ago. He not with Top Rank no more. He just was Zafner. Okay. The Ron Valdez one they gave to Canelo for the oh man, you wild, man. It's crazy. I ain't covering that Canelo fight. If Canelo lose Saturday by some miracle and hell freezing over, I'll talk about it, but I ain't really covering that fight. That shit boring anyway. Keyshawn looked like a monster last night. Yeah, he very patient, man. Very patient, very disciplined. Don't waste no energy. He remind me of the Black Tim Zoo. More athleticism. So that's what he remind me of, man. Real good fighter. He said he ain't really trying to move up fast, neither. He's trying to move up right. So that's cool. But any other thoughts on Shakur, Valdez, whatever y'all want to go to? Sam Nah, forever hold your peace. He says Oscar Valdez victory over Bachet was a big one, CJ. Shakur deserved full credit for destroying Valdez. He deserved the lineal belt. He WC and WBO champion. I ain't never seen him deserve no credit. I'm just saying that ain't no fight that's gonna take you to like you said, superstar. Nigga, that ain't even an all-star type fight. Ain't gonna take no fight that's gonna make you a superstar. That take fights. Unless you like Canelo. Well, Jill took Canelo and Shakur. And Oscar De La Hoya and Chavez to have, the Mildred Taylor fights in Trinidad and those, those type of fights to be a star. You need fights, and one fight don't make you a superstar. Because one fight don't make you a world champion. In loser you need 3, 4, 5 fights, 6 fights, 10 fights, 20 fights, 90 fights to be a world champion. So like I said before, that shit, it's fights. I don't know what the hell I just did. Hold on. My bad. I didn't hit the wrong button. So, yeah, you need multiple fights to be, to be a superstar. Everybody do. Don't take just one. But, yeah, I ain't saying that he don't deserve it, but you superstar. Y'all using that word loosely. It's like LeBron James, Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Wayne Gretzky and Mike Trout and shit like that. He ain't there yet. It's gonna take some more asses, to get whooped to get there. But he on the right track, fighting on free TV, not faking like he a pay-per-view star. So he on the right track, bro. And he's accessible. So he did the best numbers on ESPN last year. In reality, he should be right back in the ring. Shit. If he can get Kenichi Aguawa in the ring sometime in the summer, come right back in the ring. You come in when you want to, Mark Nash. No problem. Whatever you want to chime in.
For sure. Go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm gonna jump in right after that.
All right. So yeah, he gonna have to. He should be right back. He should have. PBC don't get that WBA belt with Hector Luis Garcia. He should be right back in the ring in December and be undisputed. So And then maybe, Lomachenko will come down and fight him. You know what I'm saying? So that might be some method to their madness because, they really want to do Kambosos, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, and then Shakir going to get Lomachenko. But, Devin Haney got to do it twice. So,
does he really got to do it twice, though, CJ, or can he drop the belt and move up?
I don't know what the contract said. It might legally tie him to defending that shit. Honestly. So that's up to what the contract look like. But if he move up, they just gonna offer him a shit ton of money anyway to come back and fight Kambosos. So either way, I act like I could make the way too and give me a couple extra $1 million on the contract. So
what you think? I got a couple things I got a question for you on, man. But I appreciate you having me on your panel. Shout out to Goodfella TV, man. One of the best, if not the best, out here doing this thing. Super consistent, super professional. Got the dope layouts, the drops, like even with the link tree, the brother doing his podcast. So definitely support this brother. Match my donation, man. Or matter of fact, beat my donation. Let me say this, man. Absolutely. Man, these facts only. I wouldn't say if it wasn't true, bro. Like I promise, bro. As soon as your show go live, bro, I'm probably one of the first ones in. I like what you're doing. Let me ask you this, man. I do want your take on the Twitter fingers that was going on between Spence and Bud. Yeah, we got to get into that. Yeah, we got to get into that. I remember you said we're gonna talk about it, so I want to get your take on that. Also, we got to talk about the melee that went down at the post-fight press conference. So we got to talk about that.
I heard somebody just, his mama got into it with somebody, 2 girls. So I don't know if they're gonna be brought up on charges. So yeah, it's mama. Anybody mama, you're gonna jump out there. You know what I'm saying? So
he had a lot of mamas out there then, because there was a lot of melee out there.
It was his sister. Actually, they said it was his sister. I heard. My bad. It was his sister.
Okay, yeah, because at first I heard 2 women attacked his mother, but now you saying it's his sister.
My sister. Somebody told me it's his sister that was there. So
okay, for sure.
I want y'all niggas out in Vegas. They messing it up for Spence.
They fucking up the bag, right?
I heard today that's where Al Heyman want to put the fight at. They trying to push for Atlanta, but he won't do it in Vegas, so it's gonna be in Vegas.
Oh man, that'd be dope. Either way, man. Either way, because I noticed like I think they can pull it off here, like in Atlanta, because especially with those 2 guys and their marketing, their fan base. But after that Shakur melee right there, hey, they got mad at me on my chat. They called me Uncle Ruckus last night, G's, because I was like, look at this nigga shit. I was like, look at these niggas.
That's where you go.
We's moving, Mr. Boss Man. We's moving.
But yeah, you gotta call it what it is. They had to kick him out the press room, his people out the press room, because they was being too loud and shit. So yeah, it is what it can happen anytime you got black and brown at an event like this, bro. You always got to keep something with you. This ain't the type of events that you bring your kids to, not the Raider games, not the boxing events. And when they get that sauce up in them niggas be getting ignorant, just, both ways. Not to say Mexicans, blacks and Mexicans. So, like I said before, they was fighting at Bradley and Marquez. Like, it was literally fighting in that. So when you go to anything that's black and Mexican, at the top of a card, bro, it's anything. Football, whatever, it's always gonna be. That's always gonna happen. It happen more often than you think, bro. They be fighting in the stands and shit, all types of stuff, bro. So that's
I was telling that. I said some people go to the fight and fight.
Yeah, you seen, you always see like even in the UK, you see just shit just start flying in the stands and they be fighting in the stands. Happen all the time, liquor and everybody close together. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting when they put this fight at, because for the financial benefit of my pockets, I hope it's at that Allegiant Stadium but they gonna put it at the MGM Grand Garden, only 17,000 tickets, man. You gonna have to. When I get my Taylor Ramirez tickets, which I never got, I was on there the second it popped up, and all the tickets was gone, bro. I sat on that link, bro, and it was gone, bro. Like I didn't even get a chance to say, ticket 1, 2, get to the cart. I didn't even get a chance to get to the thing. So that's how they gonna do it.
At American Express, you get pre-orders with American Express.
American Express pre-orders. Don't nobody take American Express though. I had a
Ticketmaster take them, and they're gonna give you first dibs before they go on sale. Most places.
Okay, that's what it is. I had an Amex card through my job. So damn, I should have been thinking. Spence, like Kevin Durant of boxing, he gets sensitive about any comments about him, and that's kind of like showing, but let's kind of pull up what happened.
Before we move into that, I got one more. The question I really want to ask you first too. What do you think about the criticism the kid is getting? Because a lot of people say, hey, he got hit too many times with the right hand. He got hit more times that night. I think homie landed about 115 punches. That was the most he ever got hit with, or something like that. But, yeah, but when you look at it in retrospect, he still lost the fight, and it was one-sided. It was like who was going to win the fight before the scorecards were announced. You get what I'm saying? So even though he got hit with that right hand, he took away the guy's left hook. That straight right that he was doing, it was a straight right. He started using the straight right more like a jab. And go ahead, bro. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, when you step on competition, that's what you're gonna get hit more. That's an actual fact. When you fight quality competition, that's just gonna happen. But he didn't do nothing effective. You know what I'm saying? Well, none of his shit that he did effective.
So you disagree with the sentiment of that if he fights like that versus Tank or Haney, he loses. You disagree with that, or do you agree he can fight that style and beat those two guys?
He beat the dog walking shit out of Tank. He probably stopped Tank.
Say it again for the people in the back.
What happened? I just got hit.
Beat the dog walking shit out of Tank. Just that, now Tank might catch him. We never know. But the thing about it is that his style, Tank and Dad never put Tank in there with somebody like him. Nah. Tank wouldn't willingly fight nobody that can stick and move like that. Look how Gamboa was key, and Tank still could win, but Tank don't want to fight nobody. And Haney, I just think Shakur just got a little bit too technical for Haney. If Haney clean up his technique, bro, that's a more even fight, because Haney don't understand the distance and angles and balance that Shakur understand. But Devin also got better athleticism too. So once Devin finds himself as a fighter, you know what I'm saying, and then, actually start to improve on things and not, try to not improve on the right things and not worry about punching. Once he finds himself as a fighter, he's going to be hard to beat. But I just think Shakur just a little bit too much season for him right now. But once Devin Haney figure it out, bro, he's going to be hard to beat, bro. But, like I said, they're both great fighters.
Hey, did you see Jeff Mayweather say Haney going to lose?
Yeah, I heard he said he's gonna go over there and get robbed.
What he said?
He said if he can't knock him out, anything short of a knockout.
Got something crazy to say.
Well, you're going over to Australia, shit. So yeah, he gonna have to, man. I don't know, man. He picked that, and and he talked about getting robbed already and said, robberies happen everywhere, like I said before, sometimes, it ain't meant to be.
What you got to do as a fighter, bro. You got to be willing to fight people in their backyard.
Yeah, I guess so, but it is what it is. Camboso ain't that good, but he ain't that bad neither. So Devin Haney gonna have to fight the perfect hit and don't get hit fight. When you don't got power, you shouldn't travel, bro.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think when you got power, well, you can say the same thing about Cambosos. Maybe he don't have no power, but he still beat Teofimo Lopez. So I don't know, man. Like Dennis Hogan been a product of a few robberies. He just can't punch. Punching can bail you out of anything. That's an interesting thing. But yeah, I heard Jeff said that. But he probably being honest. That's probably his honest opinion, bro. So yeah, man, power,
Honestly, didn't Usyk fight everybody in their backyard? He didn't even knock him out. So
yeah, that nigga's a different animal. That's a different animal. Usyk,
I mean, elaborate. What you mean he a different animal though? Elaborate. He don't have Devin Haney ain't got that skill set.
Nah, that motherfucker like 40. Of course he got a better skill set. You know what I'm saying? And he got then he got like 2 gold medals. We got 1. Whatever it is, I
think he got 1, bro. I think he got 1.
Yeah, he just different, bro. And the thing about him too, he might not got power, but he make it up with attrition. He make it up with value. He's so conditioned that he just overwhelm his opponents. You see what I'm saying? It's like he don't have power, but he make it up with value and accuracy. So that's different though. And versus Anthony Joshua, I couldn't tell he ain't had no power because he was hurting AJ ass too. So he make his shit up with value. And the difference with Devin Haney is he a hit and don't get hit type of fighter. Usyk is a I'm gonna hit you, and I might make you miss here, but he just keep coming, bro. He a high stamina fighter, bro. He a real high stamina fighter. He just so like he probably used to traveling too. You know how many fights going down in the Ukraine? So he's just a more seasoned fighter too, bro. So
respectfully, it's a lot of fighting in Ukraine right now. Respectfully, though.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking about as far as ain't nobody.
My bad. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry, CJ. I couldn't resist.
Going in there fight. He said, "I'm over here at Burke Williams getting a massage." What Burke Williams? Oh, that's some LA shit. He said fight should be at Atlanta. He said I would love to see Devin Haney Stevenson in 2023. If Haney, well, they're gonna eventually catch up with each other. Kai Girl 413 salute. They eventually gonna catch up with each other. So it don't even matter. 40, 47. They're gonna have to catch up with each other. It just depends on who keep winning and who keep banking belts and politics. But I don't think Top Rank gonna let Devin Haney go back to the zone anyway. So that's just my opinion. Bob Arum gonna offer the bag for Lomachenko. He might buy Devin Haney 5 houses in Beverly Hills. Complain about it when he signed his 10 fight contract. You know, I'm tired. I can buy 20 houses in South Central LA. And Devin Haney, he doesn't market himself. He doesn't sell to the Latinos and what. You know how that nigga get to complaining when he done lost more money on Lomachenko than anybody, bro.
Hey, I think your voice is a little off, CJ.
What is going on? Oh no.
No. I'm saying like your impression of Bob Arum. Like you kind of sound like hot boxing Mike Tyson right now.
Bob, man, don't sound no damn Mike Tyson. You always hate me. Y'all actually hate. Love your channel. Keep making major moves. If you've been have been doing on the road to 50K, appreciate it, Kofi. Y'all go subscribe to Kofi Universe too, man, for the latest and greatest hip hop news. They're making a big deal out on punches landing. I don't even really be believing copy boxing either. They follow me on Twitter. Barrios was beating Tank before he got stopped. Barrios was also weight drained. Usyk looks like he got terrible breath. Well, I'll be hating on Usyk, man. He got one. He got one. He been into Olympics. Usyk looked like he's a terrible breath. Devin don't put his punches in bunches neither. Nah, he working on that, bro. You know, he working on that. But let's move on to this Bud thing because I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So let me go to the individual tweet. So I'm gonna go to the one that started it. And no, I don't follow this sucker.
Why you don't follow the big fish?
Man, I want some fish. I go to the
He
fish.
really call himself Big Fish.
And sucker MC Sakar Messiah. So he posted Bo Mac's box rec resume. Now, and also Bo Mac is how tall, bro? How tall is Bo Mac, bro? Like, I don't know how tall.
He Bud height. Look at that pictures. He probably like an inch taller than Bud at max. So how tall is Bud?
He don't look no 5'9" because Bud is 5'8".
So, but look, he was fighting at heavyweight, bro. He also lost to Butterbean too. So he was fighting at heavyweight, bro. At that height, of course. So he said, this bum ass nigga talking about Bo Mac, right? Okay, but what happened was this. Bo Mac said that Spence keep making the I'm paraphrasing, he keep making the same mistakes, and that's why he said Bud gonna beat his ass. And he said it very respectfully. He said he ain't really seen the improvements that Spence need to make to beat Terrence Crawford. So, you know, he got wind of it and he put his back break up and called him a bum ass nigga, right? So that's part one. Now, I mean, that's his opinion and all that type of stuff. But you know, you got mad because somebody just made an opinion. Get better in the ring then. Because had Bo Mac said this 2 years ago, you wouldn't have had no response. But it was all fun when you and Derek James and Adrian Broner hype you up when y'all talking about, well, Bud ain't fought nobody. Bud ain't do. What was his energy at, you know, last year or the year after last, or after you beat Sean Porter and Danny Garcia when you wanted to go ride horses and shit? Where was his energy at? Right? So he don't have no choice. He don't have no choice. It's either, you know, fight Keith Thurman, go against your word, move up, hope Charlo drop the belts, and fight nothing but high risk, low reward. It's nothing but Crawford. Crawford is the only fight he can make money on right now. Keith Thurman did 30,000 pay-per-views. Can't do no money with that. Canelo fighting at 175. He go up to 160. He gonna have to go up to 68 to fight Canelo. He can't fight at 68. So of course he backed into a
trying
corner.
to fight Munguia first.
Man, nigga lose that fight too. Now I'm taking all bets. I'm taking
No, he
all
would. But
bets.
I'm
Facts.
saying like I'm jokingly saying that he would do that
It's just too
before.
much weight. It's just too much. It ain't the skill set. It's just too much weight. People need to understand. Look at Jesse Vargas last night, bro. That's just too much weight between him and Liam Smith. Like they have 160, 154, and everything over 147. You got to put 10 ounces on. So not only are you moving up.
That boy Jesse?
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And
You
that
got
boy
it. Go
Jesse
ahead.
Vargas just got homeboy as his trainer again. I think not again. He got another trainer. I heard he got
Freddie
another
Roach, ain't he?
boxer.
Ain't Freddie Roach?
No, I think he got somebody else different
Man,
because
that
you
nigga
remember
had
he was
Devin Haney
trained
trying to
by
break his record for most trainers too, because they both have a lot of trainers.
Jesse Vargas had he had what was the Mexican featherweight who was fighting
Who?
who fought Barrera who fought like
Morales?
yeah,
Morales.
he had Morales as his trainer at one point, and then he had
Oh, he
homeboy
had
as his
Jeff
trainer.
Mayweather, and then he had Floyd. Yeah, he had everybody as his trainer, literally. You might have trained him and you didn't know. Jesse Vargas probably got the Guinness Book of World Records for most boxing trainers in a career. How much y'all want to bet?
That's hilarious.
Gotta be close. That nigga got a new trainer. Every time you blink, he got a new trainer, bro. And that's what Devin Haney.
What does that mean, though? Does that says he's trying to learn new things and pick other
Yeah,
people's brains? Does that mean he don't want to listen to nobody?
Honestly,
well, I never really heard.
think,
I really never heard he ain't want to listen. I guess he just want to pick up new things. Maybe he's somebody that's like a gypsy, just like keep moving on.
Honestly, in my opinion, when it comes to these trainers, I think that he wants to learn new things, and he thinks that getting another trainer will improve that. But honestly, I think he has to understand that the trainers that really do that, they're not really focusing on training multiple fighters at one point. They only really like have one fighter that they really focusing on. Like what's Vasyl Lomachenko's dad name? He's only really training like those European fighters like that. I don't think you're going to translate to Vasyl Lomachenko's dad, and you're not going to train well to. I mean, you're not going to translate well to Robert Garcia because Robert Garcia has way too many people to train. So
I'd be about to retire. After that, he can't make 147. Retire. Because 54 and Liam Smith should be going up to 60 to get a belt and probably get an Earl Spence fight. Let's move on. So he called him a bum, and somebody must have sent it to Bud, and Bud said this. He said, Earl Spence, look at this guy record. That's the guy who's gonna beat your ass in real life, not the guy you posted for likes. So he told Spence, this the guy you gonna fight, focus on this record, right? And Spence came back and he said that not gonna lie, 38-1, still a great record. So he basically saying he gonna add a loss to his resume. I just want to know where this courage came from. This courage came out of nowhere. But like I said before, he ain't got nowhere to go.
Oh, I know where the courage came from.
Go ahead.
The courage came from that bottle, like Bud said. Bud said you must be on that damn yak. But also it comes with that hate. He see him in the ring with Keyshawn Davis. See him training with Keyshawn Davis online. See him training with Shakur. Ain't nobody over there training with his drunk ass because he ain't even in fighting shape. I'm just saying, homie, it is what it is. They train the hate. Look, then saw him online with Floyd in the club. Oh man, they having a good time. And he ain't had Yellow Beezy right there to kiss on him. So I guess, it is what it is. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to keep your name out there. But this is definitely what people talking about, him attaching his name to Bud Crawford's name. Bud Crawford ain't talking about him other than when they asked him about him in like the ESPN interview. But for the most part, this guy, he was like, yeah, I just want to see the fight. Yeah, that's the fight we all want to see. This guy is drunk with the hate and sitting around like, you know what? I want to say something about him. Let me talk about him. And because everybody's was talking about him and Canelo. They was the two biggest stars in boxing in the room. Even with the people that was on stage, it was Canelo. People were excited about him and people were excited about Crawford, bro. It is what it is. And I'm just saying, that guy was consumed with hate and putting the shit up about Bowman. I agree 1,000,000%. You ain't fighting the trainer, homie. You got to fight that man. But more importantly, where are we at in getting this fight done? You doing all this talking, but we still ain't got no fight. I'll pass the mic on that.
You can kind of tell which fighters want it smoke and which don't because they bring up their names at very relevant times. Danny Garcia didn't have nothing to say about Errol Spence until he was beating Sean Porter, did he? Keith
It's
Thurman
all
didn't
up to
have
him.
nothing to say. Keith Thurman didn't have nothing to say about Errol Spence until he was beating Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Uh, it's the same thing. I think like there's only one guy I know who was just like even though when the guy even when he wasn't making as big a fuss, he still called him out. And that was Jamel when it came to Hurt. He was like, I won't hurt. It wasn't like he was waiting for opportunities. When it came to Terrence Crawford, he mentioned Errol, but in a sense that, yo, like, what's the deal? Like, when we gonna set up this fight? He usually mentioned Errol to his face. He didn't bring up Errol in the media on his own accord. So you can kind of tell which fighters want to smoke and which don't. They usually bring their names up at very relevant times. Like it's just it's
They need to
comical.
bring their names up when they got to fight. But shout out to Eastside Leak in the super chase. Said what up, though?
Tell them to bring me my money.
So but yeah, you mean it is what it is. And then Bud went on. Let me zoom in. He said you a comedian now. I see you must be on that yak. He said laugh out loud. No, Spence said laugh out loud. No, we saving it for after I beat your ass. But you know, ain't shit going to be funny for you when the bell rings. So I mean, now he want to be tough. So
Since when you know sense to save a drink? Come on now. Come on.
Oh man, you wild, man. You wild.
You think he gonna drink before the fight? You
That
think he
boy
gonna
say
drink
so.
before the
You want?
fight?
Hey, so Biggie say so. You want to be hardcore with your hat to the back? Talk about your gats and your rap. Spence want to be hardcore now. He said. I don't feel you. He said you dreaming like Christopher Williams. Yeah, that's Errol Spence. He ain't got no other choice. I've been telling y'all he don't have no choice.
Man,
He don't have no
Terrence
choice. You gonna fight
Crawford,
Fondora for short money? You gonna go up there and fight Fondora for short money? Are you? Come on, you're not gonna fight fucking Dora.
Terrence Crawford got to knock him out.
I mean, realistically, if you think about it, I don't know. Because
No,
Crawford,
I'm saying in this perspective of getting his respect,
I don't think
getting like
he's not gonna get respect regardless, bro. So he one of them fighters that's gonna get it when he retired and shit. He show up to the fight and get on the
bro.
camera.
Think about it. If he get knocked out, think of the excuses they're gonna come out with if he do get knocked out.
They gonna come with excuses regardless. Y'all said they was waiting for. That's why they came out with excuses for the Sean Porter for old daddy through the title. Anybody that know boxing knew what would happen to Sean Porter. Sean Porter was about to get put to sleep by the court, but they're gonna continue to come up with all types of old snack, this, that, and the third. Only vindication he need to be doing is beating Errol Spence. That's it. He said he really got a big fish tattoo though. It is what it is. Big fish will be gutted by me. He said your boy StubHub was going on this morning calling, but man, that nigga don't know. Tell that nigga to go pick up a basketball, work on a layup. Tell him until he can lay up with his left and right hand. That nigga don't know nothing about boxing. He just yell. That nigga just yell and shit. You be like, man, this boxing glove black. You know what? I think it's great. That nigga just yell. That's it. Talk about basketball. That's it. You barely know nothing about basketball playing over there in the Z League in Puerto Rico and shit. That motherfucking that nigga in the ZYX League, shit like that. Channel 1.5 from Puerto Rico TV. Smash the like button for your boy, good fella. Appreciate it, Martinez. Vargas looking for a trainer on Craigslist right now.
That's terrible.
He said he don't listen to Donaire. He said facts, Mark Nash. Errol Spence is just jealous, but I don't know if it's jealousy. I just know he backed into a corner. Let's finish up. He just backed into a corner. That's all it is. So now, Crawford say, not at all. You're right, because I'm gonna be too busy whooping your ass. Then I'm gonna laugh when I see your facial expression when you getting your ass whooped, and there's nothing you can do, nothing you or anybody can do. He said, Errol Spence say, laugh. You got it. I'm not typing nothing else until it's a go. So you just typed all that other shit. You ain't got nothing else to say.
Man, Errol Spence lying, man. You definitely gonna be typing.
That nigga ain't got
He
nothing.
ain't typing no more now. That's what I'm saying. He got him right there. And look, he started the shit, and guess what happened? He quit right then. He probably gonna quit in the ring. or somebody don't told him to don't
And
say
look,
nothing else.
look, yeah, he quit. Al probably called that. He quit in the ring. He'll never recover from that.
If
No,
he
Derrick
quit,
James gonna save him.
Al
No.
gonna get it.
Either Derrick James or the ref gonna save him. They're gonna say no mas. They're gonna say leave him alone. The ref
Al
gonna stop
Heyman,
it.
The type
Al
of
Heyman
person
gonna come
Crawford
out the
is.
woodwork. Go ahead.
And Crawford might be one of the niggas that beat him up. You see the fighters that really want to inflict pain, they be beating their ass and then they just step off and let him get a break and then get the beating back on him. He might do that to Errol Spence. He might
Nah. Once it's over, he gonna do him over, bro. He gonna do him dirty, and he gonna get it over. If when he see, bro, he'll kill it, bro. Once he do it, he might do him dirty, bro.
He might let that nigga hang around for it, but just be beating on him and embarrassing him. Cause I seen people get knocked out and they recover. I seen people quit and they recover. But when niggas be fighting Floyd, dog, it's something mentally they never recover from not being able to hit him and getting hit at will. He might do some shit like that, bro. I'm telling you, he might just be beating on him, then step back. Then he just that type of statistical motherfucker too, dude. He remind me of one of them dudes, and then he just gonna take him out. But if he hurt him like he drunk, he gonna take him out. If he hurt him like Ugas did, man, he gonna be at the after party.
That's why I like the Cotto fight so much, because he was fighting like he had all the time. Like he didn't really care.
Yeah, this in Vegas, we mobbing after the fight though, bro. We gonna have like a little spot after the fight and go like get something to eat and shit. I'm gonna have a liquor with me though. You already know I'm gonna have liquor on me.
Yeah, I might buy some food for myself, at the crib,
At the crib, in Vegas, man. I'm flying.
Listen. You already
said
it.
CJ. We going, bro.
You already said it, CJ. You said it. They gonna be charging.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We gonna have you ever seen the Boondocks episode when they stuck into the movie theaters?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, he got mad. He got mad because what was it? Was it he kept telling them out?
Yeah, he said, "Man, this is gonna be the worst day of your life."
He told us to put the mashed potatoes in your pants.
Granddad, I got money saved up. I will pay for the movie. That shit was funny as hell.
Man, you see the part?
Go ahead.
You seen the part where he was like, "Man," he said, "I got some popcorn." He said, "The butter is on the side." So why can't you just put the butter on?
He said, "Put the butter on the butter." You ain't even pay for the movie, bro. Why do I got to put the popcorn? If I pay for the popcorn, that shit was funny, bro. He said even though when they was face to face, Vince had his hood on, looking at Bud Friend instead of Bud. You need to shut up. That nigga like, man. I'd be like, I've been talking cash shit. Hit me right here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Hit me. I sue Oklahoma to the Thunder Arena, wherever that's fighting at, and I sue your ass. Earl gonna turn from the big fish to a bloody seal. That man ain't got no other choice but to take this fight. If Keith Thurman would have did 500,000 pay-per-views, he probably would have slid in for Keith numbers were so bad they couldn't put that up. They had to put that on Bounce TV. Now he don't want to type nothing else until it's a goal. Like I said before,
ladies and gentlemen, he's woke now. He don't woke up there. He was dozing off early. That boy back there. Go ahead. That nigga said Bounce TV.
That was gonna be on Bounce TV, bro. This dude, man. That dude want to type. I'm done type. How you gonna start? That's kind of like when Jay-Z and DMX had that battle, and Jay-Z said, "I'm out of here," and didn't even want to finish up with DMX and shit. That's why DMX killed them on Money, Cash, and Hoes. That's why he killed you on that song. You know what I'm saying? Like Keith Thurman, man, how Keith Thurman did a respectable 300,000 buys, bro. They could have did it. When Keith Thurman didn't do the buys he was supposed to do.
What did he do? What was his final number, CJ?
I heard the real number was 30K, bro. I swear to God.
Hey, man, who going out of their way to be like, I'm paying for a Keith Thurman fight, man.
And then the Charlo twins, they talking about 120. I heard they did like 60K. And they talking about Tank doing 200. They talking about Tank do 225 versus Lee. I said Tank barely did 70,000 pay-per-views and most of his pay-per-views. So he ain't even
honestly, if I'm Keith Thurman,
but the gate be looking all right for Tank, though.
Man,
right?
he only get 3% of that, if that.
Now I ain't talking about what he getting. I'm saying they make their
That's what
money
they
off
said.
that gate.
That's
They
what
put him in they put him in the Hawk Stadium, homie. He ain't playing in no little. He
man,
ain't fighting at the Fox Theater here in Atlanta.
they probably comping most of them fucking tickets too. If he
I
is
will
making
tell
money,
you this though, big dog, and I know this for a fact. And if anybody ever want to question me on it, you can call me on it, but you're gonna have to pay me because I proved this already. That first fight he fought Gamboa, they blacked them shits out too, and I know because I walked the arena
but
and I filmed it.
the thing about it too is that it depends on how it chop up. They say they have not flipped the profit on his pay-per-view fights. So, I mean, like I said before, I don't think Floyd really pressed about keeping him. He probably losing more money with this company than gaining money, bro. This is probably the honest truth. Like, everybody getting overpaid in this game that's a prize fighter. You know, everybody want to focus on Crawford and Bob overpaying Lomachenko. I heard like only 400 people showed up in LA when he fought Anthony Corolla. 400?
Nah,
You paying me
that's crazy.
500,000?
400. Damn, that's
that YG. That YG.
He said Juice Lee said, call Buddy Seal, Big Fish Rock 2022. Who bringing the side? Call him calamari, nigga. Oh, that nigga calamari. Give me some lemon. Give me a lemon squeeze on my calamari, boy. Give me a lemon. Shout out to D-Ray Promotion. But now he want to stop typing and shit, man. That dude, man, is a comedy, bro.
He should change his profile.
But yo, Bud had the illest one line as soon as he started though. He's like, "Oh, you're a comedian now. You must be back on that yak." Like, oh my god, like he treating that shit like it's 9/11, nigga. We'll never forget. Your drunk ass is fucking up the bag, nigga. Time and time again.
I would have said at 2015, I was 15 years old. That's the best Errol Spence.
That nigga should be dead ass drunk. And they ain't never try to put this nigga in AAA or nothing like that.
No, because he's not anonymous. He want the world to know he be getting drunk with Yellow Beezy. Yeah, and he on another video singing Lovers and Friends. You could tell that nigga damn near drunk when he tongue kissing the strawberries and walking with his hands flailing in the air looking like a fairy. This nigga is 3-0. He's undefeated with fruity videos online. I'm gonna start calling him Girl Spence Jr. if he keep going now.
Did he have his legs crossed in that little strawberry video, bro? Or am I tripping?
I didn't look at his legs.
What was the
I'm sorry.
He had his legs twinkle turn together, man. Do what he do.
Is that the one where his girl gave him like the chocolate? Wait, what was it? What was it? The gift? I think it was. She gave him the gift.
Whatever she gave him to him.
The bitch told him gay too. She said, "You gay."
Yeah, she did say that shit. That shit was hilarious, bro.
That's gonna be my next drop. I'm gonna chop that up tonight. That's gonna be the next drop, CJ. We're gonna be like, "You gay." That's your girl telling you that.
I ain't gonna never allow no nigga to try to peck me on the neck, bro. We fight.
I don't care. Errol Spence really taking this situation seriously though.
On God.
I think he.
Hey man, your homies play with you like that, bro?
No, I'm saying like, do you think Errol Spence taking the situation with Crawford seriously? Because I think honestly he like, let me bide my time because I don't got too many fights left. Because he know about the eye injury. I mean, he don't want another eye injury.
Look, man, he Ugas hit that eye in this, but okay. So, you know, who knows?
Yeah, but he know once he step up in competition, that eye is like, bro, it's pretty much going at this point.
He said stronger than the other one, shouldn't be no factor.
But do you believe him when he say that though?
And why not? He held up versus Ugas, and Ugas tapped it a couple times. So I don't know. I mean, shit. I mean, you know, if Canelo still was hanging around the 60 range, we wouldn't be talking about Terrence Crawford. You're talking about Canelo versus Errol Spence at Cowboy Stadium. And his fans will rationalize that.
Yeah, I remember that dude, CB Sports, man. It was he probably still is a big Errol Spence, man. Someone he would beat the crap out of Canelo. I was like, bro, I don't know what the heck. I don't know what cousin you think, what second or third cousin you think you related to as far as Errol Spence, but yeah, you don't start tripping big time.
I mean, hell yeah, man, you talking about, man, that's too much weight. That's too much weight, man. And then if Errol Spence did have a chance, he would need a couple fights to grow into that weight class.
The last shot we got somebody beating Canelo.
Now you look at Terrence Crawford filled out at 147. It's different from when he fought Benavidez or Jeff Horn or whoever the hell it is. He didn't filled out. he didn't feel doubt. So
See, right, and I the road. That's what I've been telling people for the longest. I said, Bud gonna beat all these guys. I've been saying BBE for last couple of years. I said Bud beats everybody 147 right now, but he won't get credit because everybody they gonna have a reason for it. If when Spencer would be the car accident, the eye injury. Keith Thurman, he ain't the same. Sean Porter, he already had 3 losses. Ugas had 4 losses. Danny Garcia, like they got Pacquiao is old. They have a built-in excuse for everything for this kid, yo. And I've never seen anything like it. And I told these dudes, y'all gonna miss history, yo. Just sitting around hating, stop hating and enjoy the fight. Check the boxes with the X's and O's.
That's how it always is, though. It's always a number of people that hate on greatness until they retire and have a documentary and shit, and then they talk about how they was great fans. And I ain't like Michael Jordan. I hated Michael Jordan. Still hate Michael Jordan to this fucking day.
I mean, that's how that's why it's so hard to be deciphering boxers' careers, because we look at other sports, they'll be like, well, they played this team and they played this team, they played this team, they were all good at the time. But if you bring up a box, they'll be like, bro, this dude had a whole toenail came off before the fight. He ran into a wall.
David Haney was talking about he hurt his toe before the Klitschko fight. Man, I was so disappointed. They built that fight big. Very disappointed in David Haney to this day. He pulled out with Tyson Fury.
He told us I was very disappointed.
Taylor Serrano became legend last night, not Shakira. Joey, you was hating to begin with. Joey didn't want that. Joey wanted Shakira to stand there and bang with Oscar Valdez. He probably would have knocked Valdez standing and banging with him. Ugas knocked Spence mouthpiece out. Bud gonna take his jaw off. It's gonna be like a great white. Why he just called himself Earl the Great White Spence instead of Fish? The Great White. Well, he ain't white. I heard the great. I don't know, the Great Black Fish. I don't know, man. His Big Fish merch is nice though. I ain't gonna lie, nigga.
That motherfucker dolphin pretended to be a shark, yo.
Yeah, man. Dolphin got more dog than the regular fish, though. Dolphin will fuck you up.
Homeboy, catfish, boy.
Or Earl Jaw Spence. Nah, that would have been too close to being Yellow
Earl Cod Spence.
Let me stop it. Earl Jaw.
Koi fish.
Koi fish tougher than him.
What's some things you put on the hook?
He went from
what are those mullets?
Hold on, he went from the Truth to Free Smoke to the Big Fish. That's where he went from. You can tell he ain't trying to fight everybody.
Man's down.
No, that's a drunk nigga, man. That's a drunk nigga.
Yeah, man down. What was the other one? The Truth, Free Smoke. Now we at Fish. Now we at the Fish Market in Seattle.
Look, he became himself, man. Look, it took a process, but we seeing who he really is. He's dolphin meat. Koi fish.
Sex in Dallas City, Sex in the Dallas City, They had to find himself.
What's Terrence Crawford nickname gonna be after he beat Spence?
Fresh off a Dallas nigga ass. Terrence fresh off a Dallas nigga's ass. Crawford.
That's too much.
They gonna disown that nigga, man. After the fight, that nigga from Long Island. That nigga ain't from Oak Cliff, he from Oak Cliff. he from Fort Worth.
Terrence, I got your belt, Crawford.
Oh, motherfuckers, man, Earl.
But I'm telling you, Bob
the Jamaican.
Mad as a
that nigga Earl Jerk Chicken Spence. There you go, right there. He Jamaican too, ain't he? Earl Jerk Chicken Spence. You walk into the Big Fish fry Earl Jerking Chicken. Yellow Beezy ain't back, nigga.
Jerking more than chicken if Yellow Beezy in the room, nigga. Them niggas was booed. Niggas were booed up.
Oh man, Yellow Beezy was like, bro, what you doing? He probably slapped the shit out of Earl when he turned that camera off. Like, man.
CJ, I'm gonna tell you the ill shit. The same girl was in the room saying, "You gay," and you can hear women in the room saying, "Oh shit," even his bitch saying he gay. Once again.
That nigga might be on more than yak, because nigga, man, that might be an E-pill he on. Remember Martin Lawrence was on that E-pill in Bad Boys, the second one. He took that XC pill by mistake.
Oh, that shit was funny as fuck.
That might be. He said, "Did I see when I did see when Spence said he ain't have sex with his girl for 7 weeks? Probably why she been doing all that talking. She ain't getting none. Laugh all out. He need to leave that broad hanging and get custody of the man. That's between them. Shit. Hopefully he broke the streak when he got out of camp and won. Did Shakur need a KO to become a star? You wasn't gonna be no star beating up on Earl or beating up on Valdez. It's a good step towards being a star. I appreciate it, Miss Sexy. Salute, bro. Appreciate you. He said, if Spence beat Bud, he would probably propose to Beasley at the post fight.
Yeah, we having a fish fry, nigga. Let's go.
Y'all going to the after party?
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Y'all going battle rifle?
Man, what's up with your soundboard, CJ?
y'all going? You going to the engagement party?
Bruh,
I heard it's gonna be hosted by Caitlyn Jenner.
If Errol Spence lose, bro, he probably gonna like. I'm trying to think because he probably just gonna lose his mind at that point.
Gotta wait and see.
That's my pleasure.
He lose, man. I'm going around. We already talking about going around the stadium. I'm gonna have me a big ass bottle of I don't know what Don Julio. I don't know what it's gonna be something white. It ain't gonna be that Cosmigos, that dark shit. That shit make my head hurt. But I'm gonna have something nice and white. I don't know if it's gonna be some Don Julio. I'm probably gonna have some Patron Anejo. That's what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have that shit's in my bag. I'm gonna start pouring up cups for Spence fans to drown in their own sorrow. Spence might take my Patron from me.
You're like, man, give me that shit. Let me show you how a real nigga drink.
Motherfucker probably
you remember how people used to make them Ed Reed jokes? They'd be like, this guy can ball hawk anything. I tried to throw the ball to my Tyler. Ed came out of nowhere. I saw Errol Spence with the bottle.
Man, you gonna see that nigga on the strip at the ice bar just drunk, nigga. But like I said before, it wouldn't be a good fight. It wouldn't be a polarizing fight if Spence didn't have a chance to. He got a chance. He's a good fighter. But like I said before, I will always want to see him move up to 54 and see how you was gonna do, bro.
But bro, that's what I was about to say earlier, CJ. What I was trying to add on to what you were saying, where at this point they're gonna say, well, we already knew Spence been struggling with the weight versus Bud had time to grow into the weight.
That was always their backup. That was always their box in the hand excuse. That was always in their back pocket. Always. They always was gonna have that excuse in their back pocket. Had he beat them in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 20, that was always gonna be in their back pocket, bro.
No, he didn't start boxing in 2015. Never forget that.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna never.
At 2015, he was 15 years old. You forgot?
My man.
The real question is, Errol Spence gonna do this?
Take the death, man, out the fucking world. Take the death for the rest of the world. Take the death. Take the death. Take the death and stop praying like a baby. Take the damn death, man. For the fans. For the fans, not for me. For the fans.
Take the test, Spence. What do you take the
Whoa, you don't think they're gonna take no testing, bro?
Sean Porter Crawford ain't test. Anytime a PBC fighter come in there, the test just go pop, 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 pop. Goes my mind. No test coming. Hey, Vada come to Spence.
It's like going to heaven and finding God smoking crack.
He gonna come on with all these philosophical things. He gonna be like Vada coming around the corner.
We's moving, Mr. Boss Man. We's moving.
You gave us this address, Earl Spence. You're not here. Yeah, I'm around that Rico house, 155-3595. Well, that's the area code, Mr. Spence. I'll be there in a minute. Just wait. You know, try to flush that shit out of his ass. What you think of Crawford and Spence? Can they get the casuals? Yeah, of course, casuals gonna buy. It's the biggest fight.
Of course, they're gonna buy. That's the reason I don't want to buy it because everybody gonna be.
You gonna buy that shit, man. If you won't go, you gonna buy.
TJ, I told you already, man. I acting like like you ain't hear me the first time.
I'm supporting this
stream
one.
it.
I ain't streaming. Hell no, you can't stream. This like streaming. It's like streaming Oprah in the 90s if you a black or white woman. Hell no.
What?
You can't stream.
Nah,
You can't stream this one,
you
dog.
already know the deal, CJ. I
You
told
can't
you.
stream this one,
Bro,
dog.
you stream this fight, you banned from every panel for 30 days to talk about the fight. So
30
that's fucked up.
days, 30 months. No, nobody
Yeah,
had battle.
You reject
So,
you, bro. You gonna have to
so
get a voice changer. You gonna have to change your name and your avatar. I'm banning you from every panel talking about boxing.
You
If you
gotta
been
ban
on
this
the
one,
panel
bro.
talking
At
about
least,
this shit, get the fuck
at
out
least,
of
I'm
here.
gonna be cool.
at least,
I'm gonna be cool with that.
at least go to the movies.
But first off,
hold on.
first
At
off,
least
you
go
ain't
to
gonna.
the, hold on. At least go to the movies and spend a dub. I do that. I go to the movies and
Listen,
spend a
hey
dub.
Henry, you ain't gonna want to ban me, bro, because you gonna be wanting everybody in on this conversation with Errol Spence get his behind beat.
Nah,
Man,
but not if you're not gonna buy the fight, bro. You gotta support this fight, bro.
yeah, you gotta go to the
No,
Like
movies.
if we don't support
okay,
this fight,
Henry.
hold up, my G. If we don't support this fight, we everything they said we were.
That ain't Henry neither, though. That's Mark Nash.
Who is
Oh yeah, that's
we?
me.
Like
I'm Martin Nash and this bitch. What up, though?
You confused?
What do you mean they everything they said we were? Who is
Tim,
they?
Tim,
I'm
Tim
buying
Scott. Tim,
Nash
what's your
Lackey.
boy Tim? What's your boy Tim Smith? Tim Scott? What's his name over there? He said we ain't gonna buy the fight anyway.
Look here, if I don't go, I'm buying
No,
this one. I promise you.
I ain't buying the fight. Y'all said y'all
Why
would, so that's
not?
just.
Why not? You gotta buy this one, bro.
I told you my reasons plenty of times, CJ. Like it's just
Oh
our
man, you gotta
principle.
buy this one, bro. Give me your damn.
Listen.
Hold up, my G.
If
I'm new
Jamal
here. Then
Charlo,
I'm new on the panel. Tell it to him for 101 times.
we waited for the fight too long, so I supporting it. So if Jamel Charlo rematch Castano, I don't care if it do low buys. I pay for it because I support that fight. Jamel Charlo actually went out there and said I want to become undisputed. Now the Errol Spence, when they come to him and it's like jugging and jiving and trying to avoid Crawford, I'm like, bro, I'm not giving you 1 cent in your pocket. I don't care if you get beat. You still gonna have more in your pocket if you lose. So it is not coming out of my pocket. So I'm not doing it. You can get off everybody else's money for ducking Crawford, but I'm not giving you my money for that. He probably gonna get more money even if he loses to Crawford. Crawford is gonna get less money if he wins.
I'm sorry, bro. How much money he getting paid for the fight? Why does that bother you so much?
Because
If he gets
okay,
paid
so
more or less, it's boxing.
here's my
Somebody
thing.
always
Here's my
gonna get
thing.
paid more than the other guy.
Okay, here's my thing. You got a dog?
You said, do I got a dog?
Yeah. Do you got a dog?
I got a dog. Well, I don't have a dog anymore. I had to give my pit back to the breeder, but yeah, I have a
Okay. Do you
dog.
get?
I have a daughter,
Okay, no, just relate it to a dog for a second.
but
Do
I
you
did
give
have
your
a dog.
dog
What
treats?
you get rid of your
Do you
pit
give
for?
it? Do you?
Hold on, what you get rid of your pit for?
Because he had a daughter, CJ. He had a daughter.
Basically, it's a longer story. CJ, I try to keep it short. I gave it to the breeder to keep for the breeding process, but the breeder is my brother-in-law. He right here in Atlanta too. But it's a longer story though, bro. My wife never liked it. My wife never liked the dog.
They the best babysitters though.
I love my dog Butter, yo, and I'll show you. I'm gonna start putting some videos up. She was trained like a motherfucker, bro. She sit, stay, know how to go, attack, roll over, beg, please. She can low crawl.
CJ, I disagree wholeheartedly. Pit bulls, they one of my favorites. I grew up with pit bulls.
No, it's all
No,
man.
listen,
The nicest dog.
CJ, you talking to a body who 95% of his dogs he done had is pit bulls. I love them.
And what happened to the last one? What happened to the last one? Tell the people what happened.
We gave him to the
the one before that one. Then the one before that one. What happened to that?
He died. He died.
Okay, then he's already a bad owner. So
no, he didn't die. He didn't die because like a negligence. It was just because I think he got into it with like a raccoon and ended up getting scratched or something. Hold
on. Can you repeat that line again?
He got into it with a raccoon?
I think he negligence. That was a hypocrisy line. Of course, it was negligence.
No. Like,
hold up, but even if he got scratches, he got rabies. Your dog didn't have a rabies shot. You just one of them niggas picked up a dog, picked up a pit bull and just fed it and kept it. All you did was worm shots, nigga. All you did was give him wormer. No rabies.
Let me explain it. He had all his shots, but I think that that's my best guess of why he died, because he got into it with like a raccoon like 2 weeks prior, and then we came outside one day, like, because we usually take our dog out, like, put him on like in the backyard, let him run around. We came outside one day, he was just dead.
See that you ain't got no crickets. You ain't got no cricket sound effects, like my nigga. Hold up. So your dog got into it with a raccoon. You know it's a raccoon because you tell him it's a raccoon. That means you saw it. You
Yeah,
you didn't take your
killed it.
dog to the vet for 2 weeks with all them scratches. He probably got an infection. You talking about we came outside, so that means he scratched up and he outside rolling around in the dirt and
So
shit.
let me explain. Let me explain. It's the perfect explanation for that.
Connect the dots and land your plane, bro, because you stretching this out.
Hold on real quick.
It's a perfect explanation. I can tell you why.
We Peter, nigga. We Peter.
I can tell you why. I can tell you why. The dog was one of my favorites. I was staying at my dad's house at the time, and I go to my mom's house like every other weekend. So when it happened, I had no idea until I got there. So usually when that was happening, I had no idea it happened until I actually got there, and they told me that the dog was dead. So I would have been like, "Yo, we should have taken the dog to the pound."
Let me tell you for future references, you women don't really be caring no way, but for future references, when your dog like to stop the infection, all you need is some peroxide. As long as the wound ain't too deep, well, you got to do this anyway. Peroxide and triple antibiotic ointment. That's it. And then if you can wrap it up where he can't lick it, a lot of times that'll do the trick depending on how deep the wound is. So yeah, it all depends. But women just don't be giving a fuck about dogs. They like that's
so he
true.
blamed. He blamed. Look at him though. He blamed this woman. Yo, look at him. He just shifted the blame.
They left him. He said he left him over there. They let him die. Women don't be caring, bro. They don't be like
Facts.
they do not be caring, bro. For all you know, I remember somebody on Twitter said this girlfriend came and poisoned his dog and shit. He was crying and shit too. I'd have called the police on her ass.
Yeah, that's animal cruelty. She can go to jail. I mean, I don't know why he didn't tell. Whatever. Anyway, I think.
Anyway, you killed that dog. You started off with he fought a raccoon. We went out there 2 weeks later and he was dead, nigga. Like
no. I told you exactly what it told you exactly what it was. I stayed at my dad's house and I went to my mom's house like every other weekend. So when I came over here, they told me about the whole situation. They said he fought a raccoon off, killed it. 2 weeks later, they came outside, like they let him outside to roam around. Found him dead in the yard. And the thing is, if that was me, if I was over here, I'd have been like, "Yo, we need to take this dog to the pound." But I wasn't over here. I go over there. I went over to my mom's house every other weekend, so I was like, I had no idea.
All right, connect the dots though, brother. What the fuck did this have to do with Errol Spence fighting Bud Crawford and how much money getting paid? You the worst storyteller, homie.
We had a conversation. We had a conversation about.
Hey, look! I gotta go. I got this puppy crying. I gotta go. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna do this again.
Oh, for real? My bad. I was joking with homie. I didn't mean to cancel the show like that. My bad, bro.
No. I got my puppy crying, bro. I gotta take her out. So I gotta.
Right. You thinking about homie? You was like, man, I can't let my dog die like this.
Oh man, bye. Yo. Peace, y'all.
Why y'all